I went to a Beyonce concert with Charlie, and before I went for myself, I was going just to see exactly when Satan himself comes through the floor and begins to conduct an orchestra of demons. And then they sacrifice children and do satanic rituals, because I have a terrible algorithm right now on some of the social media that I see, and it's all just really annoying Christians saying things that are ridiculous. And there's like this whole thread about Beyonce, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I mean, I'm gonna go see this, but I need some holy water, and I need to make sure that people know I'm in there in case I don't come out, because the devil's in there. Like Beyonce's concert, it was such an awesome concert.
Yeah.
My experience with the Beyonce concert was me and Charlie danced for 2.5 hours. We laughed, and we had the time of our lives. If there's stuff happening on the stage that I don't agree with or want to see, do you know what I did? I didn't watch. I just watched the game on my phone, and there weren't that many of them. She's got songs that I don't theologically align with. I just don't listen to them. It's not a big deal, but my experience leads me to have my own opinion. So as I watch people opine about the perils of listening to Beyonce, cool. I respect your opinion. I respect your experience, but you're not going to tell me what my experience is going to be. And so we got to enjoy a whole night with Beyonce as a creative person. That our whole family, I mean, it was like it was like a dopamine crack house. I mean, to look at that and go, how does she do this? How is she floating above the crowd? Why does she have movies made? In the middle of her set transitions, we're watching full-length movies, and Charlie's a dancer, so she's watching this perfect choreography, and it was just so fun. Point. Form your own opinion, please. Get your own experience, get your own opinion, use other people's experience as data. Cool, do that. But if you're letting that be the thing that drives you, it's a very hollow, shallow life, because you don't have any of your own experiences. And a lot of people live their life like that.
Right.
All right, what y'all think about that conversation? We're going to start with Shania.
Yeah, you go ahead. Do your thing on this one.
Get it, girl.
Of course you had a good time. Of course the lights were flashing. The choreography was on point. The outfit, she was in the air, because sin is fun. Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be exhilarating. It's supposed to distract you from the goodness of God. Of course, it's okay to just listen to music that you don't align with, even though subconsciously you're getting, you're approving what it's saying, and it's getting into your subconscious and in your spirit, and it's going to influence your decisions over time. So yeah, get your own opinion. But I thought with the word of God, we're supposed to be living our life led by the Spirit, because the sons of God are led by the Spirit of God. So I don't have an opinion. God gives me my opinion. So it's like compromise. The whole thing, I just was like, this is compromise on compromise on compromise on compromise. And if we keep taking the sugar-coated poison, when you end up in hell or end up before the Lord, you cannot get in there before him and be like, but Lord, it was fun. What you think he's going to say to you?
Yeah.
It's like, let's stop. Let's stop it.
Shania cooking.
I'm sorry.
She's
Go
putting
ahead.
all the extra spices in this chicken.
First of all, I ain't never been to a Beyonce concert, so
Neither
let me
have
just
I.
put that disclaimer out there.
I saw you on the Netflix. You was there.
No, that wasn't me. That was Kel Mitchell. That was Chris Rock. That was anybody else. So I guess the question that we got to ask ourselves is, what's the line, right? Because that's what it sounds like Carl is trying to establish. What is the line, right? And it sounds like the line in the sand that he's drawing is, hey, I can watch this and not have a problem. Maybe you shouldn't, if that's the, but the question we got to ask ourselves is like, there's a bunch of people who genetically, biologically have alcoholism in their bloodline, right? So they have a higher tolerance for alcohol than somebody who maybe doesn't have it in their bloodline. So the question you got to ask yourself is like, okay, even if you have the discretion to go to this Beyonce concert, let's say you just go, why you got to tell everybody else you went to the Beyonce concert and then say, hey guys, think for yourselves? To me, it sounds like whether you're saying it or not, you're kind of silently endorsing it. Like you're passively endorsing it. You're a pastor. You're a pastor. You're a shepherd over many a people. Mm-hmm. And what you're saying to your congregation, right, you know what I'm saying? Like you're entitled. So you're in essence saying to the people, it's like, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a crack house over there. You know what I'm saying? But I don't got no problem with crack. You know what I'm saying? So, so yeah, do that. And I'm like, even if you went, dog, why you can't just go and shut up about it? Like, why you can't go and not tell everybody else and their mama that, hey, maybe figure it out for yourself? Like, because the standard of being a teacher is higher than that of, somebody who's not a teacher, right? So, like, you have to understand that whether or not your intention is to tell people to think for themselves, you're also telling people to be okay with the idea that if you tiptoe into this thing, you may or may not find yourself in trouble, but consider it for yourself. Like, what if they do go to this Beyonce concert because of your cosign, thinking, hey, yeah, let me figure it out for myself. And then they find out about African spirituality, African ancestry. They start talking about demonic, impartation. They start talking about things that otherwise they would have never even been exposed to had you not spoken about it. Like, respectfully, that kind of blood is on your hands. You know what I'm saying? Because you gave it a cosign. Like you said, and you put it under the veil of like talent and excellence. It's like, oh no, that dancing was there's excellent dancing Christians. Like there's excellent dancing and execution in many other mediums that do not promote certain things, right? So it's like, all right, Carl, like I'm kind of at that place. I'm like, all right, God gonna deal with you, my boy. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, if that's the thing you want to hang your hat on, man, like.
I think the question goes, does he know that though? And I think the problem is for certain people. No. Understand what I'm saying? No,
I got you.
I'm saying does he? And I'm not trying to give him what he. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying does he know about what she believes in? Because I think from his perspective, he may be thinking like, oh, it's just Beyonce. Whereas we, who knows and hearing what she's saying, knows like, oh, that's false god worship she's saying. But he's like, oh, it's just entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And that's
have theology that he don't agree with.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like I think for him, he's coming from a perspective of which, and this is the thing that we as believers have to have that conversation about of when somebody's theology off, is it influential or is it just off?
This is the thing. It's two things going on. For one, Carl Lentz has shown in the past, not to judge him for his past mistakes, but as far as character and mentality, he's shown a thirst for the spotlight. Like, this man was preaching.
He wanted back.
And loose boundaries.
Yeah, loose boundaries. He was preaching in Supreme outfits and rare shoes, and nobody, like, he wants to be seen and recognized. Yeah. So off the bat, the first thing I'm thinking is he's going to take a controversial take just because we're doing what we're doing right now. We're talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first thing. The second thing, as a pastor, in 2025, with all these different winds of doctrine and Yoruba spirituality going on and Hebrew Israelites going on and all these different things going on, if you're not well-versed enough to be prepared for people to come to your church or your ministry who believe in these things and know how to effectively minister to these people, you don't need to be on no podcast. You need to be somewhere, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You need to be somewhere studying.
But is this a cultural thing? Because he, like, and that's what I'm asking.
You shooting them some crazy bail, my boy.
No,
like, I ain't gonna lie. Like,
no, Jared, listen. I'm not trying to bail him out. I'm not.
I got you.
I'm just saying from our white brothers and sisters, do what they say. Oh, Beyonce's fine. Because I remember seeing a pastor a couple years ago was like a white pastor, famous white pastor was like, "Why y'all throwing away rock music? It's AC/DC, is this, is that." It's like y'all making it. He's like, y'all making it bigger than what it was.
That's what we said a minute ago about Chris Brown, though. People are choosing their preferences and they making excuses for the things that they really like. Like, they really like rock music. Like, it's obvious satanic worship, and a lot of that 70s and 80s rock, like, it was people doing satanic rituals in the studio while they were doing it. The man for the satanic church, Anton LaVey, whatever his name, he was standing on one of their album covers. You know what I'm saying? 100%. So, like, it's obvious satanic. So if you can come and just make an excuse for that, that lets me know that you'll choose your preference over the truth. Yeah. And so the same thing going on with Carl. It's like, you're a pastor.
It sounds like willful ignorance to me also. Yeah. It's like, I don't want to know.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
and that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm saying.
That's exactly what it is.
I don't want.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just go.
Yeah.
Like,
Or I'm just gonna say whatever I need to say to go viral. Like that's
Yeah.
Carl Lynch. That's what he's
talking.
That's what he's showing himself to do.
he got it.
I've had this conversation with a friend, and it didn't go well. It didn't go well. She was telling me about being at the Beyonce concert and how it was an experience like she had never experienced before. And I was like, And I said, kind of like how you should feel when you're in the presence of the Lord. She was like, don't say that, Ryan. It's not like that. And I said, it's exactly like that. I said, if you're telling me you've had an experience that you've never had before, you've gone somewhere and you've watched this person at a stage with your arms raised up, and you're saying that you had an experience like you've never had before, shouldn't that be how you feel when you get in the presence of the Lord? And she just got so upset. And it was like probably the last time we had a conversation, but I wasn't trying to be that person in that moment. I was just asking the question because she asked me how I felt about her going to the concert.
Oh, she asked.
She asked.
Okay,
she asked my
cool.
opinion.
So it wasn't an unsolicited.
Oh yeah,
opinion.
yeah. Because
It
she
was
had
like,
seen the conversation we had with
Respect.
Trackstarz about it and was like, I disagree. And she was like, but why? She's
Oh,
like,
so she just wanted smoke and didn't like the answer.
exactly. And
Oh,
so
How
okay.
the answer was gonna
that
change.
was
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
she was like, she was
so-
gonna convince you otherwise. Like, nah, I've been there.
right. Well, because she was basically telling me like, I'm just gonna pretend like that stuff doesn't exist when they talk about the Yoruba spirit and they talk about all that kind of stuff. And I was
People
like,
do
you
it with
can't
movies,
pretend
though,
that.
respectfully.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
do it with movies
You
and
do.
TV
Do it all
shows.
You
type
do.
of
I
entertainment.
do it all
You
the
do.
time. Like,
You do.
So it's something about a music concert though, like that just there's a different atmosphere setting. Like granted that movie theater sometimes they got soundtracks to build up tension. Like all
Yeah.
of that stuff has a
Yeah.
connection to the human experience though, right? So it's like your hair standing up on your arms. Like one of the things that I looked at I Am Legend, right? I saw the movie I Am Legend, and one of the things that made the movie so scary to me was it was no music. It was just silence. So when like it was something dangerous, you was like, I just hear this man breathing. I'm scared too. Like, where the dog? Like, so
Yeah.
if she's creating similar experiences at her live show, you can't tell me there's nothing that's happening because that's not how it's built. It's built to make you feel something. It's created to make you have a connection and experience.
I think that we're built and created for worship,
Yeah.
right? Like our bodies. If you think about the way that the Lord has us crafted, right? Our voice, vocal cords, strings, instruments, strings, our hands, percussion, clap, right? We're music. Wind instruments, our breath, right? So we're designed for worship. That's how we're made. And so as far as protecting your ear gates with what you're hearing, concerts and it's so crazy. I've actually, so crazy. I was actually assistant tour manager on a few tours. So it's you're when you're building a tour, in mind you're already set to hit all senses that you can, what they see, what they hear, what they smell, the experience. So when all senses are being stimulated, it does create an experience. 100%. Like that's a real thing. So with your friend saying, yo, I felt something that I never felt before, right? So and she very well may have felt that because of the way that it's designed. And a lot of churches are starting to adapt that with even the way that their sanctuaries are set up. Like a lot of sanctuaries, and now they're having the smoke, they're having the lights, they're having the this because they're, you know what I mean? It's an interesting dynamic, and I did not go to her last few concerts. I have been to 2 in the past. The first one I actually worked on the Dangerously in Love tour with, I think it was Beyonce, Tamia, Alicia Keys, and Missy Elliott. The very first one, and it's just it changed. I think that was the first one, and then the second one I went to, I wasn't working that one. A friend invited me. This was, I think it was the one right before the one her and Jay-Z did. And I said, I can't go to another one. I don't know why, but I was just like, I can't go to another one. And the very first one, I was young. I started in radio when I was 18, so I didn't, we would have to go do certain stuff. But I don't know. I just like, it's just, what your friend felt is real because it's designed to make you do that. You know what I'm saying? Everything's marketing. Everything is to create we call it the lollipop method. Put the lollipop in the baby's mouth, let them taste it sweet, and you pull it out. they'll start craving more. So I mean, yeah, she probably really did say, I felt something that I never felt before.
They got a whole Netflix documentary about this.
Oh,
Y'all
that's
seen
the
the
one I saw
Astro
you
World
on.
documentary?
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Right.
No.
Y'all seen it? Like these people
Yeah.
be turned, like
Yeah.
and
Right.
they trampled each other,
Yeah.
and people were like, "Help!" And these people were like, "It looked like a pathway to hell on the stage." You know what I mean? Like so,
Yeah.
to say that, oh, I got nothing out of it is, if you're a person of the faith, right?
Yeah.
And you got nothing, like nothing out of it at all.
I'm good.
Then check
Now,
the bowl.
now I got questions. Like,
No,
it's
no,
like-
but he had something out of it because he said it's something.
It's like
he
I
said-
was dancing.
No, he said something that he's like something she said theology wise. I didn't
But
agree
what
with.
you mean when you say I didn't look at the stage? You already there.
Right.
Yeah. He said the things
What
I
you-
didn't agree
what
with.
you gonna silence
I didn't,
the room?
I didn't look at.
Like you there, my
You
boy?
already in
So is he
there.
talking about like her
Yeah.
outfit? Is he talking about her arms being raised a certain way? Is he seeing something that he thinks could be
Right. And when do you
straddling
know
the
to put your
fence?
eyes back up on the stage? Like at what point somebody like, hey, it's over. Like like somebody tap you on the shoulder. Like what you
She's
mean?
dressed
Like,
again. She's dressed again.
Don't
But
look
that's
no
a
more.
good question, though. What
Yeah.
did you see at the concert that made you look away and that made you not feel comfortable?
And why is that cool? To like keep watching. At that
Exactly.
point?
What
Yeah.
did you see, bro? Because if it's just lights and dance and glamour and choreography, well, what did you see that you had to tune out and look away from?
Yeah.
This is what we need to be talking about.
Yeah.
And you sending God's people there?
That interview ain't asked the right questions. That's what.
That's his podcast.
But then you gotta look at who church he on staff at.
Well, whose church is he on
Might
staff?
call
Because
straight.
then he
Oh
then
my
he
God.
did.
He on Michael Todd's staff.
Now?
Oh,
Oh wow.
Yeah, so we talking
Lord,
about
I can't believe
when
this.
bruh had the whole concert with the people dancing and all the stuff that was under a lot of criticism and all
Yeah.
that. Like,
the Easter
yeah, all that. Like, I mean, however you feel about it, that's the kind of that's where we at. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
You know how you just like at your friend's house and petting the dog when they getting cussed out? Like that's what this feel like.
I'm just saying, like, so
This man gonna say the name.
I can't help. I don't be caring, but I'm sitting here thinking, like, man,
Slow
like.
to speak, quick to pray. That's my motto. I don't want
I'll be like, how many churches are
brothers
like
and
this? You know what I'm
sisters.
saying? How many churches we come in, we get some entertainment, some stuff
All right,
going
my
on.
boy.
We need to close our eyes to while we in
Respect.
church. I've been to a few churches. I wish I would have closed my eyes and was like, I don't
Respect.
want to see that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Oh,
Respect.
snap. I didn't know he was under.
Yeah,
yeah. So
listen.
when I see now it's the same thing going on. We got a generation like the pastor that came out a few weeks ago that said premarital sex went wrong.
Right.
Like we have people who are slowly just
That was a
falling
thing
away.
for real. Like I thought people. No,
Nah,
I
that
thought
was
that
real.
was like some
And
social
he
media
done
stuff.
doubled down on several different
he had
shows.
several.
Yeah.
Oh, that ain't no pastor, man. That ain't no pastor. Man.
So it's
Sit
like
down, bro.
you
Like,
you just seeing pastors who care more about being relevant
That's a
than standing
heretic.
on the truth.
Can you imagine the
Just call it
kids
what it
sitting in
is.
this congregation that heard
oh
that
no,
was
that's
like,
that's the thing. I was at a youth conference one year when I was like,
2 o'clock.
I was in I know straight. I was in middle school. I was a chaperone, and this lady said, "If he ain't fit to pray with him, he ain't fit to lay." I said, "These kids is 11, 12, and 13. Why are you saying that? Like, so you go out to tell 11 oh no, it's cool. He prays with me. Like, it's like, wait a minute now. Like, you saying the wrong thing to the wrong people at the wrong time. Go sit down somewhere, please. Like, don't do that no more. Respect, respect.
Man.
Well, I just said you dealing with a generation of people, pastors, whoever it is, like this social media stuff, man, and just that. Like, I've seen people just on a smaller level. Like, once they go viral, it's like everything they do from that point on is how can I go viral again? And you lose yourself, and it's that little bit of fame, that little bit of glory, that little 5 minutes. People want to recapture that.
Don't lose yourself, my boy.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
people. So it's like with bruh, he had that big fall with the Hillsong thing. He laid low for a minute. Boom, here he is again saying something crazy. Then you see the ministry a part of. Like, it's a lot of things going on. It's like he's just trying to recreate that magic. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just
That
crazy.
Hillsong documentary, boy, that thing took me out.
I fell
It
asleep.
took
I
me
ain't
all the
finished.
way out. No, I'm talking about like
I'm gonna go watch it
the
again.
disbelief. The disbelief. I'm one of those people that, Shauna say this all the time, I give Christians the benefit of the doubt, right? I'm always like, prove me wrong. You know, you say you love the Lord, prove me wrong then I won't believe you, right? And so but I mean, I'm also a person that always tests the fruit too. But to me, it's like when I saw that documentary, I was like, man, you cannot. it feels like certain things you just cannot do and say you love the Lord. Like you can't just you can't have this go on for decades and say you love the Lord and live that way and wake up every day not thinking that he's gonna strike you down. You know what I mean? That to me is just
'Cause even when you look at this, like, let's take the Yoruba spirituality. Let's take the part about her sticking the Bible pages in her privates. Let's take all that away. Yeah, she said all that. So let's
I
take
mean, she did say that.
Yeah,
She
so
did.
let's take all that away. Just
I don't listen, so I wouldn't know.
No,
Just-
I mean, this was years ago, but
Yeah.
then she did.
she
said that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
this
said
is the
that.
Lemonade
Yeah, she
album.
said-
Yeah,
Mhm.
I take Bible scriptures and
And
like,
start using to stop my
Minstrel.
period. Yeah.
yeah.
To plug up my regions.
But she was quoting somebody else, but she did say that.
It was
yeah.
a point. I
yeah.
think.
Yeah.
She still said it.
Yeah.
The video had the Bible floating in the water. I'm sorry. She still said it and had the Bible floating in the water. But
I knew I ain't listening to Beyonce for
But-
a reason.
Oh yeah.
No,
I
'cause
knew it.
like Latia said, there was a switch because I was a fan too. Dangerously in Love, I was all over the album, and she recorded in Miami 8305. But like,
Okay,
was-
Trick Daddy, Trina.
girl, I thought that, amen. But I knew it. Amen. The Lord has brought me a mighty long way. Hallelujah. But there was a shift and there was a change. And when you said you felt that difference, I know I personally felt that difference when she started doing that Sasha Fierce thing. And it's literally in broad daylight right in front of your face. Something takes over me. There's videos
She
of
did say that.
Yeah.
it's scaring people to where she's off stage and it literally looks like something is jumping inside of her before she walks on stage and she does the most. Like this girl's been saying she has an alternate personality. She has a spirit that helps her perform. And then we draw in the things that she's been saying. The fruit is fruiting.
Yeah, it is.
So it's like whether you're enjoying an experience, this lollipop, this sugar-coated poison, whether you're enjoying this or not, the facts still remain. This lady is a high-level witch in
that
witchcraft. So why are you listening to her music?
What's the next question?
At some point, we
About
gotta
witchcraft.
choose.
The next question about witchcraft too.
It is.
And the next-
That's
let's
a
do it.
good transition.
Look at
Good
that.
transition.
Let's get it.